jamming content down people's throats on LinkedIn for the last 2 years. So never close yourself off to an affiliate deal if it's going to actually make you more money or be better for your audience. I think good content rises up and showcases itself. I hate being a commercial, right? It's I don't like selling anything on a podcast.
Hello everyone, welcome to the show. This is Admitad podcast, the very first podcast where we are going to discuss absolutely different topics on the performance marketing, affiliate marketing, and everything connected to it. This is the right place for advertisers, publishers, influencers, and everyone who is interested in the performance marketing industry to listen, to discuss. So let's kick it off. And our very first guest, Dustin hosts, a true leader in the podcast production with a great experience in the performance and affiliate marketing. And as this is a first podcast, we are going to discuss a lot about podcast production, right? So with over 15 years of experience, Dustin has worn many hats, from affiliate manager and consultant to coach and podcast host, like helping hundreds of brands and professionals optimize their affiliate programs and drive real growth. So Dustin is also the creator of the popular podcast Affiliate Nerd Out, where he brings together partnership marketing enthusiasts, affiliate marketing decision makers, different gurus to share their best strategies, practices, and so on. Dustin has created over 100 podcasts, so just imagine more than 100 guests who appeared during those podcasts. And I'm really following those podcasts a lot because I get a lot of news, a lot of knowledge, hot knowledge. So Dustin, welcome. Can you share a little bit about yourself, about how it's going?
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a wild journey in performance marketing for me with 15 years of experience, and I've done a lot of things in this industry. I've run my own agency. I've worked for networks. I've worked for publications. I created my own blog and podcasts, and I'm a consultant currently. I like to call myself the affiliate marketing concierge, where I'm helping brands find the right solution and tools for their affiliate program growth. And I just love this industry so much. And I also love podcasting. It's been a wild ride over my first 100 plus episodes, but I just really enjoy meeting new people and networking with others. And I'm happy to be here and get to talk on this side of the microphone. Usually I'm the guy asking the questions and being the host, and it's refreshing being the guy that gets to talk and get my theories out in the world.
Yeah, I guess it's a nice experience for you as well, right? To be questioned and to try to bring the story to the public. Let's jump straight to the podcast industry. I mean, that's the hot topic right now. Everyone is doing it. Podcasts are on the trend. If the space is too crowded right now, how do you see it?
Is it too crowded? I don't think so. I think good content rises up and showcases itself. There is a new podcast from one of my favorite comedians. Her name's Amy Poehler, famous actor here in America, and her podcast within the first 3 episodes was in the top 10 ranking of most popular podcasts in the world. And that makes a lot of sense because she already has a huge fan base, and the moment somebody hears about this, the word spreads. But that's not going to be everybody's journey. Most people are starting from absolute nothing, and they have to grind their way into being popular and driving this content. And not just like, you can't just wake up and have a good podcast. It's something that you develop over time, and you pivot, and it becomes something totally different than what you started with. So it's a wild journey. And is it too crowded out there? I don't think so whatsoever. I have 10 other podcasts in the affiliate marketing space alone that I listen to and that are friends of mine in this industry and that I support as well. And they support me. And it's a growing industry, but it's very friendly community.
Okay, okay. And what are your advices for new creators? Like me, for instance, and Admitad. We did previously podcast and kind of this format, but we are rebuilding it from the scratch right now, making a new, let's say, communication platform for us. How to cut through the noise of a lot of podcasts on the market?
Yeah, I think everybody's biggest stall has to be perfect. I don't think that's true at all. I think getting started is the biggest step that you can possibly make. And then sticking with it and figuring out if this is for you is an important aspect of this as well, because some people might try this for a couple of episodes and quit. There's a huge statistic out there that 44% of all podcasts out there have 3 episodes or less. And that's because people come up with this idea like, hey, podcasting is going to be great for me or my business or my brand. And then they figure out how much work it is. And then they quit. That's why it looks so flooded out there, because there are so many quitters. But once you get over the hump and you figure out, hey, I like doing this. I like meeting new people. I like interviewing people. I like being the expert and getting my voice out there. I'm making great content. Once all those things come together, you can really rise above the rest and make your own and carve your own niche. It doesn't have to be the same format as everybody else's.
Got it, got it. After we do 3 podcasts, I will contact you once again.
Good.
Okay. So any tips for a good podcast you are following where you take like information or inspiration, probably insights?
I mean, there's a lot of them. In the affiliate marketing world alone, there's some great, I love to highlight affiliate marketing podcasts, Affyverse with Leanne Johnstone. She's a great voice in this industry. Affiliate Spotlight with Marshall, doing great work. Affiliate BI really dives into intelligence. Rick McGinnis is one of the smartest guys in this industry. He has his own show. But outside the affiliate marketing world, I really love The Game with Alex Hermosi, just one of the most inspirational voices in the industry in terms of like figuring out how to run a business and get good ideas. He always produces incredibly great free content that he just gives away, and you're left wondering why he's giving away all these secrets. And then another one I love is Pat Flynn. He's been an inspirational affiliate throughout the last 15 years in the career that I've been in. Really love what they're doing. I think the biggest point about creating a podcast is figuring out what your motivation is. What is the reason we're creating? Are we building an audience to educate? Are we selling something? And then inevitably, once you create that podcast for that reason, it's going to pivot into something completely different. Give it 10 episodes, give it 50 episodes. It's going to be a completely different breed of a vessel that you intended. And that's okay. You'll come into your own and you'll figure it out. For example, I started my podcast so that I could sell my online course that teaches affiliate management. And then eventually I started building this audience of affiliate managers that weren't buying my course, but they liked the tool suggestions that I had. So they're listening to my content. They liked the tactics that my guests were suggesting. And eventually it turned into sponsorships. And eventually I had this SaaS product that I was selling on it. And then eventually I turned it into like full education. Like I don't take sponsorships right now. I just focus on the products that the people that I'm bringing on are promoting. So everything changes in this world very quickly, and just getting started is the best solution for everything.
That's really good advice. And we're gonna move to your to discussion of your podcast. But before we do it, I noticed that you wrote a great post about 100 podcasts to follow, and we are going to share this link in the description. But what surprised you while you researched for it? It's a lot of podcasts. I don't think I have ever like watched more than 20 or 30 podcasts, and the majority of people I think so, but 100 podcasts.
Yeah, it's been a journey. Yeah, the blog post is dustinhouse.com/pod100, and this is just my first 100 lessons and my first 100 episodes, and it is just tactics, quick quick key points about what to expect when you do this podcast. And it's a lot about a motivation and pitfalls that I've gone through that others shouldn't. They should be able to pick up where I've left off and where I am today. And it's tools and tactics that I'm using. Just really good advice if you're starting a podcast or you're trying to hone it into what you really want to make it in the long run. So a lot of quick fun, and it's in my voice. Like, it's just me being real and talking about all the things that I did wrong throughout this time.
Okay. So yeah, let's jump to the affiliate nerd journey. So you
Sure.
mentioned you had a real journey throughout these 100 plus episodes of the podcast, and you started to sell a course. Then it pivoted to sponsorships, and right now it's pivoted to something else. How you see this evolution of the podcast? What was your like aim of the podcasting at the beginning, and how you see the development right now?
Well, I think it's for any business or brand that you're creating, even if you're an influencer that is building your own personal brand, everything is a lead. It's either a unqualified, a warm, or qualified lead, whatever it may be. The people that are listening are leads in the future. And how you treat those people that are listening to you right now is the engagement rate that's going to be at a later date. If you grow a following of people that are engaged and interested in what you're saying, then you're going to make super fans out of them for the future, and they'll be more than willing to try out the things that you're suggesting in future episodes. So lead generation, and secondly, like maybe more importantly for me, is expanding my network. I use podcasting as I'm picking the brains of experts out there that know more than I do in certain topics, and I am learning about them and about their products and what they're doing, and I'm helping them expand their reach as well. So in doing that, we become friends, and they're in my Rolodex for the next time that I need something in that space. I can point people to them, and they can point people to me, and we're just expanding our network here. So network marketing and podcasting go hand in hand, in my opinion.
So that's a nice thing you mentioned, that a podcast is not just sharing the content, right? It's more of a network and partnership. And the industry we are working in, the affiliate marketing, the partnership marketing, is definitely something about it, right? So you can say that creating a podcast is like creating a partnership network, right?
Yes, absolutely. And like asking your network what they want to learn about is an important portion of this, and that'll help you find topics to talk about in the future. And I like to ask my guests, what do they want to talk about? If I find somebody interesting that I want to have on the podcast that is doing something cool, I ask them what they want to share with the world, and what products that they want to promote and highlight. That makes a very easy conversation and makes it very easy for me to get guests as well. Like, I'm not begging people. I've never paid for anybody to be a guest. I've had people pay to be a guest, and I've had to make that learning experience that, hey, this isn't really a great solution for my audience. Probably not going to do this again. But, I've got to go through that learning experience to understand why it's not a fit.
Cool. Let's jump to the second topic of our discussion today. Podcasting and podcasts are definitely connected to the influencer marketing, right? And it's also a kind of hot topic right now, and everyone is willing to start influencer, to be an influencer, or to shift to influencer industry. As someone living the affiliate creator dream, how do you see this trend? Do you see yourself as an influencer in the affiliate marketing industry?
So, influencer, absolutely. And that might seem arrogant to some people, but the reality is I have a voice in this industry and I'm well known. And that's because I've been jamming content down people's throats on LinkedIn for the last 2 years while I've been trying to grow my audience. And so, yes, I am an influencer a lot of affiliate managers and business owners listen to the tools that I suggest and the services that I promote to others out there. I don't do a lot of work myself. I am a network marketer that helps others get more business, and then they essentially kick back referral commissions to me when those things happen. And so I'm an affiliate. I eat my own dog food. I love this performance marketing world, and I am an affiliate of hundreds of different products out there that I believe in. And I don't take on products that I don't believe in. So like the influencer world in itself is continually expanding, and hotter than ever right now in this industry is UGC content creation. Like you can make a full living out of finding a brand, reaching out to them saying, hey, I'm a fan of yours. I want to build some content that you can repurpose yourself. I am a real user with real experience, and I want my voice out there that you can repurpose for your marketing expertise. And people are making a living just like that, having no audience whatsoever. And so there's a wide range of influencers out there, from 0 to millions of followers out there, that can make a living with influencer marketing.
Yeah, and you mentioned the living and the earnings on the influence side. What's your view and framework for monetization of this influence? You mentioned product thing. You mentioned going to the brand. How do you balance here?
I would say every influencer just needs to leave the door open for the opportunity, right? There are going to be brands that approach you once you get to a certain level of followership, and you're going to have to say yes or no to those brands, depending on what you know about your audience and how you want to treat them. So that is a learned skill that people have to figure out on their own of, if your topic is affiliate marketing and somebody promotes cat products, like I'm not going to promote a cat product, but if they throw enough money at me, am I going to say no? It's going to be really hard if they say $20,000 to promote this cat product. Like, how do I make that decision? You make that decision based on what you want your audience to think about you and how you want to treat them. So money is not everything. Your audience is everything. And keeping a respectful mind for their ears for the future is more valuable than any kind of sponsorship that you can take on. So long story short here, diversify your portfolio. They could be sponsorships. They could be UGC, user-generated content that you create for brands. And it could be affiliate marketing. It could be a hybrid of all of the above. So keep your options open for every brand that you intend to work with, but make sure that those brands are right spot on for your audience.
Cool. That's a nice advice. And going really more into technical stuff, as an influencer, are you working with affiliate links, promo codes? Do you have any tips here, like recurring revenue? You previously mentioned it. So how it looks for you?
All of the above. Again, the options, keeping them open is a good idea. I find with podcasters and influencers that one of the easiest ways is to give them some kind of promotional code that will give them credit through the affiliate channel when people utilize it. But that can get carried away in this affiliate industry if those coupons and promo codes get spread out over the internet. It might be tough to track what is real attribution and what is not. But in general, I see some really great content out there created by influencers on Instagram and on podcasts using these vanity codes that can be track back that sale to them. So a great practice in, for example, in influencer marketing is using this tool called ManyChat, where you create a reel for your audience and say, hey, in the comments section, put this keyword into the comments. And when they put that keyword into the comment, then it'll send an instant message from that person to them with the affiliate link. And this converts incredibly well. Right. And then on the other side of the equation, you've got podcasts, and podcasts might be people are listening to it. But if you add a special code or a special link, people will be able to track back that sale to that podcast. So I might say, go to dustinhouse.com/pod100, and it goes to my link of my It's a short code to my blog post, but whatever that is, like using short codes and promo codes are super valuable for the podcasters and influencers out there.
Indeed, nothing to add here, just a small thing. We are also, as Admitad, as a big company, working on tools to help our publishers, influencers to work with this. And one of such is DM Rush. Exactly the same. You post a comment and automatically get the affiliate links. Everything just to help the influencers to get more out of their content and to get more out of their interest for proceeding with the UGC content, right? And it's interesting topic for us also for discussion is how to find the right influencers. I mean, we are working in this industry and we see how brands are struggling in finding the right influencers for their product because once again, the market is really overcrowded with small, big ones. And you seems like you've built kind of a system for it. Do you have any kind of approach or suggestion here?
Yeah, for brands that are looking for influencers to promote their brand, I like to suggest not putting the cart before the horse. The first and most important portion of all of this is creating what I like to call partner personas. And that's where you figure out, just like your ICP, your ideal client profile or customer profile, you're also looking for your partner persona, which is the ideal partner. And we're going to find out who these partners are. We'll identify what they look like. If they're influencers in certain niches, we're going to identify what their motivation is, what their title is, how we can send out a message, what kind of messaging we're all creating to get their attention. So we're doing all of this work and before we even build lists of those ideal partner personas. And there's a myriad of different ways to go out there and find influencers for your brand, but that's like the starting point. And why I do this first is I envision it as like you're going hunting. Right? Let's not like get really into the hunting world, but let's say you're going hunting for something nobody likes, like snakes, right? You're going hunting for snakes. You don't just grab the gun out of the garage and go out into the backyard and like hope snakes show up. No, you're going to figure out what the climate is for where these snakes are. You got to identify what snakes you're going for. You got to identify what weapon we're going to take out there to combat these snakes when you do find them. We got to figure out what their profile looks like and what their habitat is and what they're eating and how to lure them in. You don't just willy-nilly go in the backyard and go hunting. It's the same with partners personas. So you got to figure out all of these motivations to go and find them. And then what do we do to find them? I have a ton of different tactics, right? One of my first and favorite tactics is going out and finding backlinks of competitors. So come up with your top 3 competitors as a brand and say, okay, let's see who's driving traffic to these websites currently. And you can use tools like SEMrush and AppyStash to find that kind of content and find the contacts at the companies that are sending those backlinks. So that's like one of those first places I like to go. Any content that is existing that is direct linking to those competitors or even to your brand, they can be motivated to be affiliates and performance marketers and increase their content just by bringing them into the program. So again, using SEMrush and AppyStash, great tools to go find them. A hidden gem that I've found a lot of lately is finding brand followers of other brands. So go to their Instagram, and if they've got a bunch of them, you can actually download this list using a tool called Phantom Buster. And Phantom Buster will take all of the influencers or all of the followers for that product, and you can download a list, and now you can go out and use AppyStash to find the contact information of those and find the people out there. Influencer.club is really good for this and data enrichment as well. I mean, those are like the 3 starting points. I've got a list of 10 other places that you can go and hunt and find these kinds of affiliates, but this is my jam. Like, this is what I do. Everybody that I work with in Inflection, every client that comes on board, I'm building lists of 500 ideal targets that you can go out and find as a brand. And it's up to that team to go out and do the hard work. But I can build lists like nobody's business.
It sounds like that. Do you have any hot topics or practice guides on your website so we can drop it in the description for our audience on your best practices for finding the
I mean, the
or
easiest
it's
way
it's
to
it's
find
a
out.
commercial.
And I hate being a commercial, right? It's I don't like selling anything on a podcast. I like going to a call to action. The easiest way to get a hold of me is going to dustinhouse.com/explore. I will take 15 minutes to learn about your needs as a brand or an influencer, and I will help you find the right tools and services that are going to help you get the job done. A lot of the times, 95% of the time, that is not involving me. It is me using my entire network to find you the right solution. So I love helping people and brands, especially to find the right solution that they're looking for and that takes in mind their budget and their needs. So anybody can come and sign up for a call there, dustinhouse.com/explore.
Cool. And yeah, so keeping on the influencer side, so you prepared this big list of influencers for the brands, but what next? How do you approach them? I mean, cold outreach, some mass mailings, or any ideas here?
There's a lot of angles to go here. My first methodology goes with finding a very catered message that goes and tries to get their attention. So with each persona that we create, we're going to create generic templates of emails that we can send out in a sequence, right? You can use this wide net approach and email a whole bunch of targets, or you can do what I do, and that is really hone in on just say 10 to 15 emails per day for prospecting and get your response rates to skyrocket. And the methodology that I use there is I'll start with a template. I'll find the influencer that is going to make a difference in the brand and would be open to affiliate marketing, hopefully. And we're going to reach out with them and give them the why this product is cool, what's in it for them, and asking them a question of, do you think this is a fit for your audience? Or do you think this would be of interest for your content? Something along those lines. And really personalize it to what their content is all about. So if, again, if they're into if it's a cat blog, like we start off with puns about cats or get their attention somehow. This changes with every single email that I create. And the more specific you are to get their attention, the better response rates you're going to get.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, Dustin, let's probably wrap up our conversation, our first podcast. My probably last question would be, what's one thing in affiliate or marketing for influencers or for affiliates that they should focus on in 2025 and beyond? So what's your take here?
Tough question. What should they be focused on in 2025? I mean, testing. Always A/B testing is something that never stay in one spot because there are other opportunities. Just like I mentioned with diversifying the ways that you earn money, doing the same in your tactics is always great. Flexibility is great in this industry. So never close yourself off to an affiliate deal if it's going to actually make you more money or be better for your audience. Don't say, this is my sponsorship rate. This is what it is. Take it or leave it. That is the wrong attitude to have. Always be flexible to and open to having a conversation about how make it a win-win-win for everybody. That's including the brand, the influencer, and their audience. And that's how you make a good name for yourself as an influencer. So flexibility is really the key that you should be focusing on in 2025.
Thank you, Dustin. This was gold. Where people can find you.
Very easy to find on the internet. You can find me, Dustin Howes, on LinkedIn, me at dustinhowes.com, or go to dustinhowes.com/explore, and I'm happy to jump on a call with anybody.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. That was our very first guest for the Admitad podcast, and Dustin Howes. Thank you everyone who watched, who joined, listened to this podcast. Please comment below if you want to learn anything extra about the podcast, what you want to change, and so on. We are here to help you, and join our podcast for the next episodes. Thank you. Thank you, Dustin.
All right, take care. Thanks for having me.